Hey, what's going on, guys? It is TemperAlliance, and today's video I'm going to talk to you a little story on what happened with me with the Xbox One. Now, 2 videos ago I was talking about Irish gamers having technical difficulties with the Xbox One. I was nearly one of them. I was nearly one of those extra people that nearly had technical difficulties with the Xbox One, and I'm going to tell you what happened. Now, this gameplay is going to be a little bit short because when I recorded it with the Gasho program, it kind of cut it a little bit off the ending. So just letting you guys know, our team did win, but I just don't have proof because like I said, it got cut out because it just decided to. Really, I need to really have a look at that thing because first the game was out of sync, and now this. But I really have to look at it because I'm really having problems with it. But anyway, let's get on with the story. So the Xbox One was doing fine. I was, playing, like any normal gamer would do, really. And I just turned it off for an hour because I felt like watching a TV series, which the American fellas wouldn't really know what it is, so there's no point mentioning it or even saying the title. But I was just watching TV and for an hour or two, and I came back on the Xbox and I turned it on, and it was all loading, it's all fine. And I went in to put in a game, which is Call of Duty Ghosts. I went in to put in a game, and I was just about to put it in. It was going to go in, but it stopped halfway. So you know the way when the Xbox One sucks in the disc, and reads away, it stopped. It was inserting it into the console, but halfway it just stopped. And I was like, okay, there's something wrong here. So maybe this needs a little budge. I get a little budge. It was going in and in, but I felt like I was forcing it in, which you should never ever do when it comes with technology. If something goes wrong, don't force it in. It must come back out and you must start again. So never force anything in. So I felt like I was forcing it in, so I took it back out, and then I tried to put it in again. But when the way when you put a disc in a machine and the disc kind of lowers, and there's a little like a kind of like little barrier inside it that keeps it down while the machine is reading the disc. Well, there's a little barrier in when I was trying to insert it, and it wouldn't let me insert the disc. So I was like, okay, this is the problem here, and I like my disc just wouldn't come in because pretty much there was something stopping it from me inserting the disc. So I just wouldn't go in at all. So I turned it off and turned it back on. Well, first I used the inject and the eject button. The eject button, and nothing happened. I thought it would fix itself when I do that. Tried it again, didn't work. So what I had to do was turn off the console completely, because what that does is it kind of ejects what it just did. So I tried turning it off, and so I turned it off, and I turned it back on, and then the menu screen wouldn't load for me. It was loading, but I left it there for 10 minutes, came back, and it was still loading, and I was like, okay, it can't load for that long for a menu screen because it's just a menu, so it shouldn't take that long to load up. So I turned it off, turned it back on again. It did the exact same procedure. So I went in to turn it off, and also it still wouldn't accept the disc. So I went to turn it off, and the console wouldn't turn off, and there was something wrong here. I was like, I can't turn it off, and I just pressed the little button. So what I have to do, which I suggest never ever doing because it kind of risks the console to break even more, but I just had to do it because there was the only way to turn it off. So what I did was I unplugged it so it will turn off, and then what I did was I plugged it back in, turned it on, and it was all fine. It could accept my disc. The menu loaded up perfectly, and it was running like it never ever happened. Now this only took 5 minutes to fix, but for a console that should have never ever happened, and I was nearly one of those people that were having technical difficulties with the console. Now I didn't send it back, but if it happens again, I'm gonna have to send it back because I didn't pay 500 euros and more for a broken console, because it's just not fair, because I was expecting a perfect one. So guys, what I'm trying to say is, from now, if you're thinking about getting an Xbox, if you don't have one, or just getting one for Christmas, I think really hard about that, because if you're in Ireland, of course, if you're in Canada and America, you should be fine, because it only came up in the news for Irish people. So if you're from Ireland, thinking about getting an Xbox, think really hard before you do, because there's a lot of people having technical difficulties with it, and they kept on sending it back for a PlayStation 4 instead. But I'm still happy with the Xbox. It's running fine for me, but since I had a little bit of a technical problems with it, which I could fix,
Yeah, look.
you know, I really do suggest think hard about it, because you know it could go something like something can go wrong. But you could be the lucky one though. You could have a perfect Xbox. I'm still happy with the Xbox though, so don't get me wrong. I'm not saying get a PlayStation 4, not an Xbox. I'm not saying that at all. But just make sure, because like I said, there's a lot of people having technical difficulties. It might not be you, but just in case. But yeah, that's actually pretty much it. So hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like and also subscribe for more, and leave those comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.